Afternoon, fellas. It's a little after 1. We're about 60 degrees and about 50% humidity. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Well, I hope everybody had a great New Year's. Myself, I didn't do anything. I let amateur hour happen down at the strip, and I sit and try to watch it on TV. The time the fireworks came, I was falling asleep on the couch, so that's my exciting life. Last time I was out in the garage was Tuesday. A friend of mine, Richard, came up. He's an electrician as well as a welder, and we wired up the drill press and got this all working. What he did is he sat there and made this outlet a foot switch outlet. So in other words, I could plug anything in here and work it off the foot switch, which is great. Got most of the stuff transferred into here. Like I said, if it has anything to do with drilling or tapping, it's going in here. I still have my hole saw kit to put in here, and this bottom big drawer is going to be for extra air tools. So, but this is what I've been found out. As I was test fitting the rear cross member in, this section of the subframe is in about anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch. So even though if you throw a tape down from this line here to here, from this portion of the trunk pan, this portion of the trunk pan on both sides, it comes out to be, what was it, 26 and 5/8 of an inch, which is exactly where the original one was, so I know that's right. Remember, it got hit on this side. I threw tape measure down from the center line of the rear axle going across the subframe coming back to this portion of it, and the same thing there on the passenger side, and couldn't find where it's off. Well, this is not a concourse restoration by no stretch of the imagination, because if I did, I'd have Chip Foose doing it, but this is me and what I'm going to do. Had to make a bracket for that end, so I made these two brackets, one for each side. And what I'll do, turn around and take a look. Bear with me for the shaky cam. You can see right there where I have marked where this bracket needs to be. So you can see it's just not that, it's just sticking out a little bit, not that much, but it is off a little bit. So I made one for each side. There's where it's supposed to be. You can see about 1/4 of an inch. Made one for each side. And so what I'll do is plug weld these, and then I'll throw a bead down here. I might get a piece of flat stock just for to brace it up and run it between the two brackets once I get it in there, to give them a little more stability and a little more strength. But yeah, that's roughly where it's supposed to go. And you can, if you look up there, come on, focus, you'd see up there from this point here to the edge here, you'd see how far it's off. And so this is what I'll be working on today. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys on the East Coast, Anthony, Ruben, I hope you guys are digging yourself out okay. Anthony, I left a comment on your snowblower video. I was waiting for shorts, dude. Waiting for you to be out there in shorts working the snowblower. But now you know why you guys back there know why I moved from the upper Midwest out here. I just can't deal with that white stuff. It's nice to see the seasons and everything, but see, no white stuff. John Kerry Day. And I like it that way. So, as always, when I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Okay, fellas, I got them welded into place. This tack was just to hold this one because it was hard getting the gun up in here to get it in, but I did manage to tack all the 4 holes I had. But to hit it here, I think I'm going to put a piece of plate steel across here and weld it here, in here, and then call it good. I'll ground that one down, but that's where it is. As always, when I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, had a piece of 1/8" plate laying around, and so I cut that up and welded it right between the 2 of them, and it gave it added support. So yeah, now this is as good, if not better, than what was. So next thing now is we'll test fit the cross member and see how that goes, and if that goes well, we'll start welding it. We're going to tack it in. Well, the clock. We're going to tack it in and then test fit the taillight panel later. Hey fellas, okay, I got this tacked, the cross member tacked on in 6 spots. I don't want to put it on anymore until I know this is going to be it. At least I just got to cut 6 spot welds, and we'd be done with it. So I'm going to take the clamps off here in a minute as soon as the metal cools down, and then we're going to test fit the taillight panel. And I mean, that was the whole reason why we did this, is because the taillight panel wasn't fitting properly. I mean, if we get it better, we'll find out. Then if that's the case, then I'll clamp her all back up again, and we'll finish welding this on 100%. As always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, this is fitting 100% better. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. We tack everything, pull it together. You see the gaps come together here. Got a little massaging to do right there, but it is fitting a lot better. And if we, so this is going to take some massaging, but it's going to, tell you what, it's 100% better than what it was. This side was pulled way in that way. But yeah, this is doable. This is definitely doable. So I'm going to take it back off. I'm going to finish welding in the cross member and get that done. And I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. And then I'll upload this. Tomorrow we'll grind down welds on the cross member, and then we'll start on fitting this and seeing where we're at. I'm liking the progress. This is definitely looking a lot better than what it was. Okay guys, as always, thanks for watching. Again, I hope everybody had a good New Year's, and I hope 2014 is a hell of a lot better than your 2013. So as always, thanks for watching. When I have more tomorrow, I'll turn it back on. Later guys.